Alright everyone, well it's a fairly mild Friday afternoon. I say fairly mild, but I've got the fire on, and reason being, when I first came down, I've been down here since 8 o'clock this morning, and it was cold, so I just put the fire on just to let some heat get through into the greenhouse. Reason I was down for 8 o'clock is because this Sunday we've got a garden inspection. The committee go around and inspect the gardens. If I was going to say if they're not up to scratch, that's wrong. If the gardens are untidy, messy, where you can tell people are not working the garden, they're letting it get overgrown with weeds, are using it as a dumping area, whatever, we check them, and if deemed necessary on a committee vote, we send them a letter. But it's always fair, you know, we don't single anybody out. If someone's ill and fine, they can attend to their garden, and we make allowances. Hence the reason why I've been done since 8 o'clock this morning. As I say, we've got the inspection on Sunday. There's an old guy, Alan. His garden, it went to rack and ruin a while ago. He had a heart attack, I think he had, but his wife had major surgery, and he was trying to look after the wife, and vice versa. So a few of the committee members, me, secretary, Mick next door, Ian on the other side of his next door, and a couple of plot holders, all got together and we'd done a little bit. I would do a couple of hours one day, somebody else would do a couple, and we've got his garden in tip-top shape. Now, I haven't been to his garden since the last time I'd done some digging, which has got to be 8 weeks, maybe 10 weeks ago. I was under the impression other people were still keeping it tidy for when Alan comes back. So with me knowing about the garden inspection yesterday, I went and I had a look at Alan's garden. Well, a few of the beds had weeds in, but you wouldn't think it had only been done 10 weeks ago, you know. You would think, oh, that's been left like that for a long time, but it hadn't. So I thought myself, right, I'll come down tomorrow, I'll do a lot of digging, a lot of raking, and just generally tidy up as best I can. So, as I say, I've been there since 8 o'clock, and it is now 3:15. So I've been there, what, 7 hours? 7.5 hours. Obviously I stopped every 10-15 minutes just for a quick little breather. And I would say I got about 75% of it done. Ian rang us before, and I told him what I was doing. He said he would come from work tonight and he would either give us a hand to finish it off, or he would finish it off. So I had enough, and I came down here, put the kettle on, made myself a hot chocolate. Then Claire, who's got the garden 3 over, shouted at us. She was having problems digging. It was all just mud. I says, you're best off just leaving it. If the ground's too sodden where you are, because she's got like a natural spring runs through our garden. She was telling not to take the garden. It's had that many people, you know, they cannot handle it, because it gets absolutely sodden. But I says, look, why are you wanting to do it? And she went, for the garden inspection on Sunday. I went, right. I says, all I'm gonna do is come round, have a look, see if you got weeds. I says, oh, if you've still got old veg in the ground from last year, what's just, it should have been pulled and put on the compost. I says, we'll be looking for stuff like that. Just in case anybody didn't know, I'm the chairman. So I says to her, well, look, Claire, I'll hoe the top for you. I says, as I'm hoeing it, you just pull the weeds out. Oh, do you not mind? I went, no. So I got I don't know what it's called, but I call it a push me pull you rake. So I done that, and I just whopped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's got 5 really, really big beds. So I whopped them all off in about 40 minutes. And by the time I had finished, she was just unweeding the second bed. I went, there you go, it's all done. You've just got to pull the weeds up the top. That really, you know what I mean? So I left her to do that. And I've come along here. And once again, I made another hot chocolate. So yesterday when I was down here, I put my flag up. It's a Welsh flag, so you may be thinking, what's an Englishman doing flying a Welsh flag? Well, it was a present of my grandson who passed away, and that's the reason. We had made all sorts of plans, you know, because we made plans when he was older. He was going to come through from Cardiff, spend time with me, and he would come down on my allotment, help us. So we were at Barry Island. That's where the film Nessa. No, is it? We're Nessa, Gavin and Stacey. That's where they filmed that. So we were there, and his mum and dad went into a shop called Barry Beardos, and they bought us a flag. And I looked and I started laughing. That's up the bend for you, so that when he comes, he'll see the flag and people will know he's Welsh. So I was cracking away to the bend, you know, and I went, I'll put your flag up for you, son, now this. Well, Ian got his that pool effort, you know, the extended pool. So I put the flag up yesterday. I'll let you see it flying about. But that's there, just for Carla.
There you gone.
But another thing I done yesterday, I done my fruit cage. That took quite a while actually. I didn't realise I've got to walk past it every day when I come through the gate, right? And I must just be oblivious and switch off. There was loads and loads and loads of weeds. So I spent a good while turning it over, weeding it, raking it, looking and think, I'm sure I can see more. So then I started using the push me pull you rake, and and I was finding more little weeds. So I pulled all them out, then I raked it as level as I can get it.
That's a goose gog bush. The Ben's flag, man. Absolutely mint.
I'm thinking, do I grow some more bushes? Because I've just pulled a black currant bush out. I didn't eat black currants, didn't like them. So I might put other things in. Ian wants me red currant and white currant bushes from behind the polytunnel. So he's more than welcome to them. And I might plant myself some other things. Blueberries, things like that. If not, I'm going to put a load of pots in with different flowers. But then I think, right, if I'm going to do that, I can use some of the soil on beds. Will I grass the fruit cage? So it's like just like a lawn with the bushes and flowers. Will I put artificial grass down? Will I put wood chip? And I think, nah, there'll be too much wood chip because I want the wood chip on my paths. I started cleaning my paths to get all the weeds off. So it'll be ready just for us to put wood chip in when I can get some. I've only got 3 black bags, which wouldn't, well, it probably won't even do one path, to be fair. But I'm just trying to get ahead of the curve, so that basically I'm ready. And now my beds are sorted. I just want the rest of the garden all tidied up. At the outside, what runs along in front of my greenhouse and my tomato room, the ground's starting to slightly subside. Well, I've got about, I think it's about 8 or 9 water barrels there, and you can see that tilting. So in the next couple of weeks I want to put some fence posts in and shore it all up, and then I want to fill it with earth, gravel, dolomite, whatever, to try and level it all back up. I'll see me mate, I'll borrow a whacker. I'll get a couple of empty barrels. I'll empty the water out of these barrels into the empty ones, which means then I can move them barrels to level up underneath there, then put the barrels back and I can fill them and so on till I get all the way along. But I just cannot wait to start growing again, you know. I would like to say something here. Got nothing to do with my allotment or out. I watch the veg plot man, Mal, and he ended his video yesterday on a really, really sad note. His mother-in-law, who he thought the world of and got on absolutely fantastic with, passed away. So I would just like to say, Mal, my thoughts are with you and your family at this time, mate. I'm really, really sorry for your loss. Oh, I've got a phone call coming through. Ian's works number is ringing us again, so I better end this video here. So thank you for taking the time to watch, and anybody that comments, thank you very, very much. Well, it's 5:25, and I've done a little bit more down the garden. I went back over the paths again, just in case I'd missed anything. Then I went and done around the red currant bush, the white currant bush. Done some of the path where you first come in the gate. Then Ian phoned us to say that he wasn't feeling too well, so he'll not be down tonight, plus the fact he's busy. So this is me finished for the night. I've just had a update that Jamie's just uploaded a video, something about his shed, so I'll be having a look at that obviously once I get home. Have a cup of coffee and then put my laptop on. I find it much easier looking at a bigger screen, or sometimes I'll put it on the TV. But that's me done for today. Do a bit more tomorrow. I've told Claire I'll give her a hand tomorrow A dad is supposed to be coming down to dismantle the old pot-bellied stove they've got in there because the flue's knackered. So he's supposedly coming down to dismantle it, take the flue out and put a new flue in. When I say new, it's a second-hand one she got off Mick next door. It's slightly bigger, slightly wider diameter than the one that she's already got. So they've asked us if I'll cut a hole in the shed roof for them, which I said, yeah, no problem. It'll only take, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes if that. And then that's basically it tomorrow. So just one thing left to say, isn't it, really? Have a great evening, everyone, and have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy your gardening, enjoy your sewing. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.